two things. The first one is that at Magnum Wrestling, this is the man right here. And number two, when I've got a microphone in my hand, you shut your ugly mouth.
You know that never works, Joe.
Literally never. Not once in the history of time has that worked.
So if you people were listening, you heard Logan Davis announce that we've got a special guest here tonight, Omaha's own up-and-coming rapper, King ISO. Well, ISO, let me tell you one thing. At Magnum Wrestling, we've got something better than a king, and that is a conqueror. And ISO, you and TJ Benson make the perfect pair, because both of you absolutely suck. So I want you all to wipe those dumb looks off your face, stand on your feet, and give this man respect. He is more than a conqueror.
Magnum Militia giving him the direct opposite of respect.
That worked out for me, didn't it? That was just like the plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, accompanying TJ Benson to the ring, strange music artist, King ISO!
Here comes the bad boy returning for one night only to get revenge on Alvin Falcone.
TJ Benson brought to the ring by King ISO himself and his favorite DJ, one of our favorite men, Con Artiste, there by his side.
King ISO climbing the ranks of the local rap scene. He's well known, comes from right here in the Omaha area. And we saw him backstage. He is excited, he is pumped, he is ready.
He's super excited to be here.
To be out in front of the Magnum Militia and also to have TJ's back. Not like
Honestly,
he necessarily needs it.
I gotta say, it's kind of nice to have more extra bodies out here than just Joe, because you know that evil villain of a human being isn't gonna mind his own business.
And you just know that Rat Fink is going to interject himself in the action.
At 100%.
Or at least try to.
Maybe he won't with Con Artiste out here. I wouldn't mess with him at all.
Last month at Battle Lines, TJ Benson snapped and attacked Alvin Falcone, even though he claims Falcone put his hands on him first. And new Magnum Wrestling General Manager Joey Anderson agreed to sign the contract for a one-night-only return for the Bad Boy.
We all know that there is a pending legal issues because of that moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of ambulance chaser Joe has on the case. But, you know.
I don't know. I'm wondering if he even has a lawyer. I haven't seen anybody.
TJ Benson, a lethal striker and a submission specialist, as you just saw in the early going there with that version of the tarantula. But since he's making contact with the ropes, he can only hold that. You can only hold that on him for 5 seconds.
Khan is definitely keeping his eye on Joe. Look at that. Look at that. He's not going to let DeSanti get involved.
Con Artiste himself, a former Magnum Wrestling Tag Team Champion.
Absolutely.
Well known all over the area, not just Magnum.
Second place winner of tonight's Ride Along Battle Royal. Got an incredible trophy for his trouble.
And the first place winner got themselves a spot in the 8-man ladder match for the Top Gun title later on tonight.
Ooh!
TJ going coast to coast with a diving headbutt all the way across the ring, just plants it on Falcone.
TJ is bringing out all the stops tonight. It is not hard to tell that there is a certain amount of bad blood figured into this matchup.
Falcone ruined TJ's surprise return at the over-the-top Rumble match last year by eliminating him.
He did.
And TJ Benson and Jason Strife go way, way back. Strife taught him everything that he knew, and now he's going to teach Alvin Falcone a lesson here tonight, even though Alvin calls himself the future of Magnum Wrestling, and that's debatable.
Literally no one else has ever called him that, so not too worried. TJ going to walk the ropes. We've seen this out of Benson a few times.
Oh! Alvin trips him up, and TJ just crotched on the top rope. That cannot feel good. And now the axe kick sends TJ to the outside. Alvin pointing out to the Magnum Militia how smart he is, but I'd wager that a lot of his smarts are due to his association with Joe. Would Alvin be able to make it on his own without that?
Joe DeSanti he's never going to not stick his nose into other people's business. That's just not who he is. We have seen it time and time again, no matter who he is representing.
That's a good point, Daisy, as the Magnum Militia letting Alvin know how they feel about him. King ISO keeping close watch of the action, along with Con Artiste.
What are they going to do? No,
Oh,
no.
Wait a minute. Is he going to send him into the front row ticket holders?
No,
Nope.
He was just being a jerk. Oh, my God. Why do we keep booking this man?
Well, he is, quote unquote, more than a conqueror, but will
What
he
does that even mean, Pete?
I haven't the foggiest, but he's claimed to conquer TJ Benson here tonight, and these men have been waiting that whole entire time. Ever since the over-the-top Rumble, TJ has been seething, and I guess Battle Lines was his chance that he took to get his hands on
and it doesn't
Alvin.
help the way that Joe DeSanti gets himself involved, the way that him and Falcone have both been bullying Uriah. I mean, TJ as an owner just got tired of it. We
And
saw it at the German American Society.
everyone has a breaking point, and TJ reached his that night. And you bring up a good point about their bullying of Uriah, almost like a reluctant associate of Joe's group.
Right.
He just is a young kid, just wants to prove himself, but it seems like nothing he does is ever good enough for
Well,
those.
and anything that doesn't go their way, they just blamed on him.
And Uriah was close to standing up for himself before that intervention by TJ and Magnum Management that just broke down in a huge suplex by Falcone onto TJ. And maybe a little bit inexperience here, not going for the cover right away, showboating and hot dogging with the fans. Cover.
Khan at the quarter trying to help TJ rally.
Only two. And some of the critics may argue that TJ might be out of practice in terms of the in-ring component of what we do here.
He hasn't been seen in a wrestling ring in a hot minute.
I believe not since the over-the-top
That's true.
Rumble last year. And you want to talk about a tall order of responsibilities for new general manager Joey Anderson. He had a lot on his plate after the events of Battle Lines, and that included signing TJ to that one-night-only return.
I do not envy Joey Anderson at all. That is one hell of a job he had to undertake there.
When you trade in the trunks and the boots for a suit, a lot of responsibility comes with that, and I believe Joey can take all that on.
You'd see the Joe Joker in a suit
Not me.
with a mustache and everything?
Standing moonsault by Falcone. Again, not going for the cover right away. I've got to dog him out for that. Covered. Good count by referee Jeremy Marcus.
It's that overinflated ego. That's what it boils down to. Like, you covered right away when you're worried about your opponent. He is still pretending that he is not concerned about TJ Benson. And that could very well be his downfall in this matchup.
That's a good point, Daisy. I bet before his association with Joe, Alvin's ego was maybe half the size of that. And now, just like you were saying, speak of the devil, Joe interjects himself.
I knew he couldn't keep himself out of it.
And Iso and Khan were right there to stop it and to have him beg off at that point. And Iso and Khan just frustrated as Falcone struts about, trying to rally TJ, trying to see if he can make a comeback here in the early going of this match.
I just want to say again, like, I don't think we could get any more people into this room if we tried. This is insane.
It is packed here at the Relevant Center for Weekend at Strife's Volume 2. The Magnum Militia have showed up in full force tonight. This is the most fans we've ever had at a Magnum Wrestling event.
Over 400 people here right now.
Oh! What was that? Just like a
sucker punch right to the dome.
Ugh, just like a plaintiff form, and you do not want to be trading strikes with somebody like TJ Benson as he turns around for a vicious kick and both men are down.
You want a punch, he'll get a kick in.
And there are obviously some critics whenever you see an MMA fighter make that crossover into pro wrestling. Are they going to get it? Are they going to grasp the concept? Are they going to be as good in the ring as they are in the cage?
Fair.
And TJ is one of the antithesis of that.
And I mean, it can be both a benefit and a hindrance.
Exactly.
Because despite the fact that there are, let's put some very surface similarities between wrestling and MMA, there are also some very stark differences.
Certain rules you have to follow. Some find it hard to get acclimated to those.
Here we go.
And there's those educated, lethal feet that I was talking about earlier.
TJ looking a little rough on his feet right now. Oh.
Misses. Turns back around.
All right.
And just hooks him. Great ring awareness by TJ. Who's going to get to their feet first? TJ.
TJ's go.
Off the second rope, but Alvin just sidesteps him.
No, not the, leave the straps on.
The straps are down, Magnum
You're
Militia.
not Kurt Angle.
Probably going
Knock
for that
it off.
standing moonsault again.
Bye-bye.
No water in the pool for more than a conqueror, Alvin Falcone. Super kick right on the money. Turns him around.
Oh,
Crossface, and he's
Crossface,
wrenching
baby.
back on it. He's wrenching back on it. Right
he
in the
is
center of
dead
the ring.
center. There is no way for Falcone to get to the ropes.
Just wrenching back on it. And Alvin has no choice but to tap. TJ gets sweet revenge in his one-night-only return tonight. And he just won't release it. TJ, you gotta release the hold. That's that aggression we saw at Battle Lines. He is relentless.
He is not giving this up. He is not giving up on
We
this.
gotta get some people out here to break that hold. No, not Joe. Definitely not Joe. Iso's in the ring. Oh!
Finally.
And he just floors Joe.
King Iso just became my new favorite person.
Oh! Double crossface. TJ's got it on Falcone. Iso's got it on Joe DeSanti. They're in a world of hurt, and the Magnum Militia is loving it.
This is fantastic. I love every second of what's happening right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here come the bosses. Oh, boy.
General Manager Joey Anderson out to break it up, along with other members of the roster here tonight.
Man, they're bringing out everybody.
And both men just will not release their holds. Just like at Battle Lines, there's gonna be some significant ramifications here tonight.
Jeremy's just over here trying to pull on Joe's legs.
And repercussions. Both men finally separated as the Let Them Fight chants ring out here at the Relevant Center. TJ got his win, but he wanted to dish out some more punishment along with the help of King ISO.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your...
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. What do we got going on here?
Hold on.
Here's your winner by disqualification.
What? Jeremy Marcus reversed his decision.
What?
After they wouldn't release the hold. What a buzzkill.
Better get the ref a bodyguard now. Mike, what the heck?
You better get some bodies around you, Jeremy Marcus. You are the most hated man in the Relevant Center right now.
What the... I mean, I get it,
I understand.
but I don't like it.
Partially, but we've seen decision reversals happen before with the referees in Magnum, none of which are ever very popular. But like you said, you kind of understand. He was looking out for the safety and the well-being of Falcone and DeSanti.
I mean, he did
Unfortunately,
what any good ref would do, I
Right.
guess. But that doesn't mean we have to enjoy it.
so I guess we spoke too soon. TJ is going to want that revenge
Oh,
now,
man.
even though the contract was only for one night.
It's true. What's going to happen now?
It'll be interesting to see.
I don't
how this
imagine
shakes
that
out.
is in any way, shape, or form the end. Like,
Knowing TJ, he never lets these kind of matters go.
I don't know.
There's going to be heck to pay with Alvin and Joe and TJ and the whole lot of them. Maybe even ramifications
God, they're
against
going to be
Jeremy
even
Marcus.
more insufferable.
I'm not looking forward
Can you
to it.
imagine Joe DeSanti more insufferable than he already is?
Looks like next month's going to be a gloat fest.
I hope
when
King
it comes to
ISO
him.
crushed your larynx.
Making his Magnum Wrestling debut here tonight at Weekend at Strife's Volume 2, certified Luke
I'm
Curtis.
so excited. I just binged all of wrestling for like the second time.
I'm just going to say that, as seen on Netflix, is The Wrestlers docuseries documenting the careers and happenings in Ohio Valley Wrestling. Certified Luke Curtis making his debut tonight, and this is going to be a good one. But he's got a tough test ahead of him.
We
in
didn't
the
give
veteran.
him no slouch, that's for damn sure.
A tough test in the veteran, Donnie Pepper Cricket. And it'll be an interesting clash of styles here. Luke Curtis appears to be another brute strength, mat wrestler, technical wrestler. How is he going to fare against Donnie here tonight?
Guess we're about to find out.
2024 here in Magnum Wrestling, we have seen a different side of Donnie Pepper pretty much ever since the Over-the-Top Rumble last year. He's a changed man. He's out to prove something. He's out to get what he is owed, and to him, that is the wrestling world. A veteran of the Omaha wrestling scene for almost 20 years.
He has mowed down absolutely everyone that Magnum Management has put in front of him.
From established Magnum roster members to the up-and-comers, just trying to make a name for themselves
even
in Magnum.
young referees, he takes them out. He's not the Donnie Pepper Cricket we all know and love, I can tell you that much.
Early this year, he demolished 3 men in one night.
Yeah.
And we're so used to
During
Donnie being...
a blizzard.
Right. During where we had a lot of cancellations due to that inclement weather.
Even I canceled. I can't even tell you the last time I wasn't at a Magnum show.
Right, and we're so used to seeing the dancing, jovial, fun-loving pop icon Donnie Pepper Cricket, but this is a different man entirely. He took Tim Boston out, and we haven't seen Tim Boston since.
Not even a glimpse. We tried to call him. He's not returning our messages. I don't know what's going on.
Tim Boston running on radio silence.
It's like he just evaporated.
And Luke Curtis himself calls himself certified, a former 5-time Ohio Valley Wrestling champion. He recently wrestled the current NWA World Heavyweight Champion EC3, went over 30 minutes with the big guy. EC3 appeared at Over the Top last year.
It's true.
And he seemed pretty confident in that interview on social media, as did Donnie. And it seems to be kind of a contrast. Luke needed a couple minutes to get his point across. Donnie only needed 30 seconds.
It's true. Pepper Cricket has a way with words, though we might not like what he has to say sometimes, especially right now in this era of Pepper Cricket.
You see the TMP on the back of Donnie Pepper Cricket's shirt. Anybody who knew Strife knew of a little faction we formed called Team Man Pretty. And it was just a bunch of us hanging out, traveling the roads together, doing shows, being the best of friends, and a little tribute to Strife here tonight. He well deserves it. And he's got the best seat in the house here.
Got the Strife logo on the side of the tights, too.
And Daisy, you've seen quite a few debuts here in Magnum where they come in cocky, brash, with their shoulders back, looking to prove something. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. What do you think are Luke's chances here?
I don't know. I mean, you got to give the guy credit. You said it yourself. Former 5-time OVW champion. He was just in the ring for 30 minutes with EC3. I've seen the man work. He's an incredible, incredible wrestler. I think this might be the biggest fight Pepper Cricket's had in front of him in a minute.
Not only that, but that match with EC3 was for the 10 pounds of gold, the prestigious NWA World Heavyweight Championship, which has been defended at least twice here in Magnum Wrestling.
Also
and
true.
Anybody who knows Ohio Valley Wrestling, like the slogan says, they create the superstars of tomorrow today. They have been a breeding ground for just countless superstars and big name competitors in the professional wrestling industry, not only in WWE, but also AEW, WCW, ECW. Anybody who was anybody passed through OVW for
Luke
either.
Curtis trying to play Donnie Pepper Cricket's favorite game.
And as we've seen in recent months, he doesn't want to play that game.
Oh! He just slapped that man in the face. Well, I don't think Luke liked that very much.
Luke trying to flip-flop and fly against Donnie, and just peppers him right underneath the butt of the jawline. Donnie's taking a breather.
Man, are any of these people going to stay in the ring? This is only the second match.
Our camera guy's definitely getting a workout here tonight.
Pepper Cricket's calling for a timeout.
There are no timeouts in wrestling. Everybody knows that.
What the heck is he trying to pull?
And at least Curtis trying to be cordial, inviting him back in, but he's going to invite him back in the hard way.
Be a little less cordial this time around. Big knee to the midsection.
Down and putting the 10 count on both men. They cannot win it out there.
Absolutely not. This isn't that kind of matchup.
Donnie got in mind here.
Ooh. Oh! Ow!
He was prepared to chop Luke into tomorrow.
Oh, God, that made my hand hurt.
Smacked the ring post instead, and that steel does not give. And it looks like Luke has targeted a body part for this match, that being the left hand of Donnie Peppercorn. That was the left. Anybody who's heard me do commentary knows I'm directionally challenged. Oh, and the Magnum Militia offering some assistance in some very painful high fives. Oh, feeling those back here.
Yeah, on that hand, he's going to feel a whole lot of things.
Both men got to get back in the ring here. Donnie was able to get in first. Maybe a mistake by Luke. He gave him that breathing time. He gave him time to recuperate, and Donnie just swats him out of the air like a fly.
Oh, God.
And just pushing all that 300 pounds down on the small of the back of certified Luke Curtis.
I think I've said this pretty much every time I've done commentary on a Donnie Pepper Cricket matchup, which this far into my tenure here is quite a few matchups.
Yep.
Donnie Pepper Cricket to a stranger is going to surprise you with his stamina and his tenacity. People tend to look at Donnie Pepper Cricket and not think they're going to get a hard fight.
Every time Donnie has been in the ring, he is deceptively agile. For a big man,
absolutely.
he moves like a light heavyweight half the time. And like you said, that can catch a lot of new crowds and new opponents and new promotions off guard when they first see him.
Pepper Cricket just throwing Curtis on that top rope there.
And now just slugging out in the corner. What's Donnie got in mind here? Shoulder block right to the side of the head, and Luke's got him out and come back here. Wants to have any chance against Donnie here in this match here at Weekend at Strifes 2.
Oh, my God.
And just turns him inside out.
He just threw that man like he weighed nothing.
Just like javelined him into the corner like a lawn dart.
What? What the heck?
Luke was too close to the ropes for that pinfall attempt. And we mentioned the big house before. We're probably going to mention a ton of more times tonight. But if there's ever a crowd or an environment to make that first impression in, it is this and it is tonight. And Luke's got to have that in the back of his mind.
I mean, once you debut somewhere, you want to be invited back, right?
Of course.
You want to impress the powers that be. You want to come back again and again. You got to think there's a little bit of added stress for anyone making the Magnum.
The competitive edge of this business is it's not here today, gone tomorrow. You want to be invited back again and again and again and make a name for yourself everywhere you can do it.
You don't want a booking to be a one-time thing. Oh, he's going to chuck it. Oh, my God.
And just splat to the
That
outside.
is
And
straight cement down there.
And yep, if you notice, no mats,
There's
no
padding.
protective
There's
covering.
oh, my God.
I don't think we've ever had that kind of safety measures here in Magnum, no matter
we haven't.
what venue we've ran.
It's always been a terrible landing.
Like from 2008 onwards, it's just been brutal, gritty, professional wrestling as only we can provide.
Basically a basketball court floor.
Yep.
Stocks and Bonds was what the dance floor, the wood dance floor. Ralston Arena was like tiles.
And concrete as well.
Yeah. We don't do padding here at Magnum Wrestling.
And again, pushing all that weight down on the back of Curtis, but he's holding his ground, almost like in a push-up position is Curtis.
Oh, there he goes.
And again.
Pepper Cricket happened to work a bit harder than he has the past few months here at Magnum.
Right.
But then again, he's picking on someone who's more comparable to his size than
Oh!
he has.
He went to the
Right
well
in the
one too
gooseberries.
often. I believe that was like the inside of the thigh, lower sternum area.
I think it was somewhere else, Pete.
Rudy hasn't called.
I mean, mean, it was an accident.
You have to think about Rudy's vantage point.
I can tell you where Donnie Pepperkirk was holding.
Well,
it was a lot lower than.
Right.
But then again, that's a move that Donnie Pepperkirk is very familiar with.
Exactly.
He likes to pull that one. I don't think he expected to have it pulled on himself.
Yep. Turnabout is fair play in the case of certified Luke Curtis here tonight. Slugging it out, following up with a drop kick, trying to create that space and that separation, giving himself all the breathing room he can.
Pepperkirk's a big man. Luke Curtis is no slouch, but his best bet right now is going to be to get Donnie Pepperkirk down and keep him down.
Exactly.
Up he goes! Oh, there we go. Knocks the big man, hung him right up on the. That's an interesting position.
Yeah, it definitely hung up after that drop kick.
Dragged him back, going for the cover.
Only in 2 count. An innovative way of how he jumped off of the drop. He didn't use both feet. He stepped off with the left and vaulted himself with the right. Impressive.
Oh.
Curtis was thinking about picking up Donnie at that point, but that's a big dude.
That's a big task. That's a big task.
We've only seen Donnie taken off his feet only a few times here in Magnum.
Yeah, not many. He's usually doing the lifting. Ooh.
Plants him, and we've seen this before.
Here he
He's
goes.
setting up for it. In position for the Donnie bomb. Cover.
Oh!
Only 2 at the last second. That was 2.99995.
Even
The Donnie
Donnie
bomb
looks
was not
downright shocked.
He is flabbergasted. He's got to be thinking.
I was gonna say I can't blame him.
Yeah,
that's usually where everybody goes to sleep.
He's probably thinking I usually put people away with that move.
Right.
You know, calling for it, says this is the end. Misses with a splash.
Ooh. Curtis going up high.
Cover. Great wing awareness by Donnie, grabbing the bottom rope there with the left hand. That veteran experience coming into play once again.
Curtis now wondering what he has to do to get this finished up.
And there's no better first impression you can make in a new promotion, new area than with a victory. What the? Oh!
How did that?
Donnie pushing referee Rudy Diamond into the ropes.
Who knocks down Luke Curtis.
Causing Curtis to lose his balance, and he's got him in position here.
Oh, God. Up he goes.
One-hit wonder right in the center of the ring. And that's gonna do it. Donnie Pepperkirk with the one-hit wonder, planting Luke Curtis in the center of the ring. And he continues to be on a tear here in Magnum. An impressive showing by certified Luke Curtis here tonight, but it wasn't meant to be. That
Not quite enough.
Just caught up to him.
I gotta say though, that's probably about the biggest challenge Pepperkirk's had.
And just kicking imaginary sand onto
That's
certified Luke
unnecessary.
Curtis.
His gear is very reminiscent of the old Donnie, but it's still not him. You know?
I'd have to agree.
Mr. ISO. Yes. Oh, goddamn, TJ's beeping. Yes, no. I know. I will take care of it. I don't sit at the kids' table.
Joey Anderson.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh God, hold up.
This is what happens in your first night on the job.
Joe.
This is what happens. No
Joe.
lawsuits. There's
Joe.
gonna be King ISO put me in the stretcher.
Joe, please, I just need you guys. No more lawyers. Joe, just please calm down.
You're gonna hear from our
please
legal
calm
team.
down. Go.
You're gonna hear from them.
Just go ice up. Go ice up for me. I will figure this out. Okay. I'm sorry. You all right? Yeah. Just call me again.
You?
I'm fix this. I will fix this, guys.
You better fix this.
Oh, hey, Joey. Oh, Peppa Pig. Love this episode. Keep it up, boss. How going? Tough night tonight, eh? Ice up.
No. Oh my God. I will fix this. Joe, Falcone, I will fix this. Just please go to medical, get some attention.
Boss, Joe's on his way down, and he looks pissed. I'm gonna go try and stop him.
hell are you looking at?
Definitely standing her
This is the one I'm most jacked for. Are you ready, Pink?
triple
Are you
threat
ready?
women's action here in Magnum. The women of Magnum.
My girl! Yes, yes, and yes. I'm so excited. Do you know how long I was begging Nate to book this woman right here? I have been pitching Heidi Howitzer for like 5 years.
But she is finally making her
And
Magnum
someone
Wrestling debut.
Finally heard me.
Here tonight in triple threat action featuring the women of Magnum. And there's no better person to showcase that than Heidi Howitzer. She has been on a tear in the independent circuit. Currently one half of the WOW Women of Wrestling tag team with Reina Larenta, who, a little bit of a history lesson, appeared for Magnum in a managerial role over 15 years ago.
Wow.
That's how long ago it was.
Good. That was even before my time.
Exactly. And she is looking to make her mark in Magnum. And no better place to do it than right here tonight at Weekend of Stripes Volume 2.
Facts.
Participant number 2 in the triple threat match. The baddie Layla Gray making her debut in this match as well. A regular competitor for AEW. And much like Heidi, ready to make an impression, ready to make her mark. She came all this way from the New York area.
She's also spotted numerous times on Netflix Wrestlers. She comes from there with her fiance.
Definitely well traveled. And she doesn't see this as another step on the tour. She definitely sees it as an important night tonight. And they've got some stiff competition in this triple threat match.
That they do.
Sierra, no stranger to the Magnum Militia, and Daisy.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
After she won the over-the-top Rumble last year, that reaction was deafening.
It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
And she went on to challenge All Steel Jay Fowler for the Magnum Wrestling Championship in a barn burner of a title defense. And she is much more than just a pretty face. She can get it done in that ring. That woman right there is
the very first female wrestler to ever challenge for the Magnum Heavyweight title, as far as I am aware.
And also the first female wrestler to win the over-the-top Rumble.
Also true.
And it's not just what happens here in Magnum. Sierra has been on a tear all over the independent circuit. Recently competing against Japanese wrestling legend Aja Kong in the Midwest. And that was a tough task ahead of her, and she tackled it tremendously.
There's no way to pick who is more poised to win this triple threat. Exactly. All three of these women bring incredible talent.
There was a little bit of a dry spell with the women of Magnum. We didn't see them for a long stretch of time, and they have returned in grand fashion.
Well, we're about to see some straight up fighting tonight, I think.
Oh, we got a three-way test of strength here.
Okay, I'm interested to see how this works out.
Layla Gray, very brash and confident. Sierra, very hard-nosed fighting spirit. And Heidi, a little bit different, but in a good way. She's got the face paint. She's got the
best
dreadlocks.
way. I adore her.
And on social media, Magnum social media, she made no bones about the fact that she was excited to come to Magnum tonight.
That was one of the greatest promos I have ever seen.
I loved it.
It was fantastic.
Kind of had the wrong idea about the Magnum in the name, but yeah, we provide high
she
caliber
got there.
pro wrestling.
She
got
got
there.
there.
And she made an Office Space reference on top of everything else.
Ooh! Early tag team up by Sierra and Layla Gray here.
Sierra with the senton and Layla kind of staying back.
Heidi proposed a test of strength and used it to her advantage to blindside both her other opponents.
And in any kind of multi-person match like this, you'll see a lot of temporary alliances,
Sure.
but it is every person for themselves and every wrestler for themselves. Off the
Layla
ropes.
Gray
Oh.
and Sierra going toe-to-toe
Sierra
right
one
now.
step ahead of her at that time. Layla fights out of it. Oh, and there's that vicious senton that Sierra likes to employ. Just flattening Layla. Fisherwoman suplex, cover. Only 2.
I gotta say, I'm a wrestling commentator, but I'm also a girl, and Layla's boots are incredible.
A little tough to see at my vantage. Oh,
They
yes,
are so
yes.
sparkly and
Yes.
so pretty.
As was Luke Curtis in the earlier
Right.
match. Up. Sierra went for the double knees. Layla able to move out of the way in time.
Heidi seems to just be biding her time outside, looking for a perfect moment to slide back in. And take
Jaw jacking
advantage.
with the fans in the
I'm gonna
process.
guess.
Yep.
Take
All,
it.
yep.
Go ahead.
All 3 of these women have made appearances for AEW in the past.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe Heidi has made a few
She has,
appearances
yes.
herself. Layla off the ropes and just grabs her by her hair and just plants her down in
Heidi
the center.
also featured heavily at our brethren Journey Pro that used to run in Kansas City.
Yep.
She was one of their main players down there.
Our friends at Journey Pro in Kansas City were only around a short time, but they made
Man,
a go of it.
They did, and they put on some incredible shows.
You can catch Magnum Wrestling as well as the Journey Pro archives, where our friends over at IWTV, where a lot of our events are held.
It's true. In fact, if you're listening to us, you're probably watching this on
Yeah.
IWTV
Hi,
next week.
IWTV. Thanks for having us.
Because they can't hear us in here. We're doing this for you.
And Heidi just stomping on the boots of Layla Gray. And it seems like Layla's kind of flabbergasted. She goes, what do I got to do here?
Heidi knew exactly what she was doing. She was waiting outside that ring for the perfect moment to go back in and capitalize. You got to be smart in a wrestling match to begin with, but you got to be extra smart when you're working more than one opponent.
Hip attack on Layla Gray, adding insult to injury. And Sierra kind of stalking Heidi at this point. Heidi's got to turn around and
I
meet
don't think
Sierra
she knows.
at the pass.
I don't think she. Oh, she's about to find out.
Up, oh! And just runs right through her.
Layla taking her turn to get a little bit of a break while Sierra takes it. Oh, Heidi needs a break, too. Everybody needs a break. Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Sierra going up
I
to
don't
the
think
high
they're going to
rent
get their break,
district.
Pete. I don't think it's going to
Not at
happen.
all. And Sierra just launching herself into Layla.
Again, right into that cement. Like, that is not a forgiving floor surface.
Not at all. No mats outside the ring here in Magnum.
Oh, picking up Layla, punching her right between the shoulder blades by the looks of things.
And these 3 women are tough,
Ooh,
whether it's in
Chop
singles
City.
action, tag action, or like right what you see here, a triple threat match.
We may be in Elkhorn, but it looks like Chop City has come to visit. Oh, well, now Sierra gets one of her own.
At least 2 of them have to get back in the ring at this point. And any kind of multi-person match, the action is fast and furious. So Jeremy Marcus has a lot on his plate here in this match as far as what to focus
He's
on.
having a heck of a night here at Weekend at Strife.
Already with
That
one,
poor guy.
with one unpopular decision reversal, now he's got to.
Deal with these 3?
Yep, exactly.
If he has to have the ladder match, he might have the worst night of all of them.
I
Although
don't envy him.
That
his
elimination
task.
tag ain't going to be any better either.
Yes, the 8-man elimination tag, our main
Pete, I
event
gotta
here
ask.
tonight.
You know who the 4th man is?
I have no idea. That is a
I've
question
heard
that has
some
been
rumors.
on all of our minds. I don't even want to speculate at this point.
Someone told me Gilbert.
What? It's a long way between Elkhorn, Nebraska, and Pasadena, Maryland, where Gilbert is
I mean,
from.
people have come from further.
Right, it's true. I didn't see
I
any
don't know.
guys
I'm
with
just
headsets
saying,
and sparklers by
Maybe
the
you weren't supposed
entrance.
to see him, Pete.
To use,
Maybe this is all a big secret to keep from you.
because I'm in the dark about most things here in Magna. But to quote Tony Schiavone, will it be someone we've never seen before or someone we've seen each and every?
I mean, there's a whole lot of Magnum members that are no longer.
active.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. It could be anybody.
Right. But for now, let's try and focus on this triple threat action here. And it looks like all three women trying to take a breather. Jeremy Marcus being very...
Heidi needed a drink. I don't blame her. It's
Yeah.
that kind of night.
And looks like she's taking a little refreshment timeout. Jeremy Marcus being very, what's the word, liberal with his officiating here.
Yeah.
Trying to give them a little breathing room out by here by the commentation station. What does Layla have planned
God.
here? Oh,
Oh, God.
it's a very nice stage, ladies. Rather not have to mop anything up or get any scuff marks out.
This is a little close for comfort, Pete. I'm not going to lie. You'll protect me, right?
I'm getting behind you.
What? This is ludicrous.
Oh! And just spits that drink right in her face. What is that? She's got... Okay.
Oh, my.
Yeah. At least I've got... What is that? I don't even know what that
It
is.
looks like a Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, I've got Michelob Ultra all over my suit.
We're here.
I'm going to need, like, 3 dry cleaners
Part
to
of the
get this
job.
out. And that can is just flattened. It's like it's melted into the floor.
I don't know if the Relevance Center is going to like that very much.
Yep. And now Heidi's got Sierra set up in the ring. Layla's still recovering from that. Boston Crab, and she's a high-angle Boston Crab just wrenching on it. Layla's got to get back in and try
Got to
and
hurry, because if they get that count out.
interject herself back into it. Oh, wait a minute. Layla attaching
A Boston
herself
Crab
to
with
it's a three-way submission.
It is. How would Heidi tap out, though?
How would you call that?
I have no idea.
Who are you checking for submission?
Oh, here we go.
And just sits back, and she has Heidi in a submission of her own. Oh, and Sierra breaks it up with that vicious senton.
Sierra calling the Magnum Militia into action.
They are firmly behind her. She is
Always.
a fan favorite for
Always.
sure. That's the clothesline. German suplex landing on her side. Very brutal. Oh, we've seen this before.
Sierra gaining traction.
Hip attack to a seated Layla Gray. Just rams into her, and there's the double knees. She tried it earlier in the match, didn't quite get it, but she got all of it this time. Cover. Only 2.
Not quite enough.
Heidi looking a little worse for the wear. That German suplex landing on the side. Must have taken a lot out of her. Knocked the wind out of her. Oh! Chop Chop City here at Weekend of Strifes Volume 2.
Clothesline to the back of the neck.
Marcia Sierra in the corner.
Up she goes.
Back suplex. Layla back up to a vertical base. And Heidi just
taking notice.
Stalking her prey. Layla trying to fight back. Whoa! Plants are in the center and trying to get the crowd behind her. Oh, knee strike. Bulldog.
Is this the end?
Cover by Layla.
Oh, nope.
Broken up by Sierra.
Sierra said no thank you.
All 3 of these women want to put a win in that win column here
Sierra
tonight at
getting
Magnum.
Layla Gray over her shoulders.
Layla fights out of it. Ace Crusher right in
Oh,
the center of the
wow.
ring. Floats back into a submission. Just wrenching back on it.
And Sierra's not going to easily be able to get to any sort of rope at this point.
Great ring awareness by the part of the baddie Layla Gray. Just wrenching in that submission.
But here comes Heidi.
Howitzer coming around. Oh, double axe handle. Breaks up the action instantly. We've got ourselves a slugfest between Heidi Howitzer and Layla Gray and Sierra. Oh, just vicious chops.
Oh my God. Just back and forth. Finally, we got back to their feet.
Continuing the slugfest, just round and round they go. Who's going to get the upper hand here, Daisy?
I don't even know, man. This matchup has changed hands so many times.
Misses with the back fist.
Layla
Layla
gonna
boot
go
to the chest.
Is she gonna get it?
Double
Is she
underhook.
Nope.
Lifts her up. Oh, just plants her right in the center of the ring. A variation of the Schwein, I believe that move is called. A variation of the Kryptonite Crunch also. Any way you slice it, whatever you call it, it's brutal.
Sierra getting Heidi on her back now.
Oh, looking for that backpack stunner. She gets it right in the center, covered by
Is that
Sierra. She got it. Sierra with the victory in this Women of Magnum triple threat match.
That was so much fun.
What a barn burner that was, as the Women of Magnum are again showcased here at Weekend at Stripes 2 in grand fashion. And much like in the last match, I'm sure this isn't the last we've seen of either Heidi Howitzer or
Absolutely
Layla
not.
Gray. In
Not if
Magnum.
I have anything to say about it, dang it.
You got your wish
now
after
let
almost
someone
5 years.
finally listen to me.
And Sierra chalking up another win in the win column in her career.
I
in
gotta say,
Magnum.
that wasn't just a hell of a women's match. That was a hell of a match,
Exactly.
period. Sierra chalking up another win here at Magnum.
You have to wonder, what more could she want here in Magnum in the new year? Does she want another shot at the title? Does she have some other aspirations? Only time will tell.
Alright, are you guys ready for a little bit more action tonight? How about a ladder match? The following contest is a ladder match. The only way to win is to ascend the ladder and to retrieve the Top Gun Championship. Introducing first, Golden Uriah Upton.
We are kicking off the second half of Weekend at Stripes 2 with the 8-man ladder match for the Magnum Wrestling Top Gun Championship. And our first competitor in this match, the young and up-and-coming Uriah Upton.
This match is for that strap hanging just above the ring there.
And
The
that-
Top Gun title held by Brandon Nitro for what? Over a year at
A
this point.
very, very long title reign for the Bang Bro himself, Brandon Nitro. And he's got to be thinking in the back of his mind, I've got to get that title back or else I'm going to lose it to one of these men. High stakes for Nitro tonight. Magnum Militia, this is gonna be insane. Anybody who's a fan of ladder matches is gonna love this one. Omar returning to active competition here in Magnum a short while ago, and he has definitely made a statement, pun intended, as that's what he calls his finisher. At Sub-Zero Showdown, he showed up and showed out despite, like you said, all those cancellations, in an impressive showing against the Top Gun champ, Brandon Nitro. I believe that was the subject. Might have been a battle. It was a Battle Lines. I stand corrected.
Yes, it was. I was gonna say, I saw that one.
Yep.
It couldn't have been. Omar, surprisingly, he didn't really return at Over the Top as much as he snuck in and kind of messed things up for Mac.
And sabotaged it. The man formerly known as Teddy Mercury here in Magnum. No more getting weird, no more having fun. He's all business in 2024.
As we stated, 8 competitors in this matchup tonight. One of them just announced by our pre-show matchup. Mac will be joining the ranks as our 8th competitor.
As a result of winning that pre-show Rumble, he has now taken JJ Garrett's spot in this match. JJ Garrett unable to compete, and Mac definitely fought for that spot, and it is well deserved. It's time to make a deal as Copperhead Duke Cornell returns to singles competition here in Magnum. And he is definitely has his eyes on that Top Gun title.
This is going to be an interesting moment because if I remember correctly, Brandon Nitro used to be a member of the Snake Pit.
Yes, for those of the Magnum Militia who followed us during our run at Ralston Arena's side room where the Snake Pit was formed, I believe the original incarnation was Duke Cornell, Brandon Nitro,
Rich
Maxwell, a gentleman by the name of Jay Howard joined the group for a short time, and they were on a tear in a revolving door of members, but their path of destruction knew no bounds.
It's a completely different Brandon Nitro than what we're used to right now.
Right, so maybe a little bit of bad blood, maybe a little bit of resentment will come to the surface here in this 8-man ladder
And
match.
Duke Cornell, no stranger to a ladder match.
Definitely not. In the wars between...
In fact, I don't think there's a match that Duke Cornell is a stranger to.
Right.
At this point.
In the interview on social media, he called himself the MVP Magnum. He was looking to become the Grand Slam Triple Crown. The only thing I believe he said he hasn't done, captured that Top Gun title,
It's true.
hanging above the ring tonight. Magnum Militia, say hello once again to the Big D, Dwight Coulter, who made his Magnum debut way back at Let 'Em Burn, and he had the crowd on their feet the whole time. Then impressed his opponent, Prince O'Shea, in their next outing at Summer Sizzler later on that year. And you want to talk a fun-loving party guy, Big D Dwight Coulter is all of that.
Had a bit of a rivalry going with Kit Sackett, who is also in this matchup.
Right, a lot of rivalries will come to head.
Dwight and I talked about that a little bit in our pre-show extravaganza.
Right, a lot of rivalries and bad blood will come to the head and come to the surface, and no better environment than with something like the Top Gun title at stake.
Speaking of impressing Prince O'Shea, if there is a competitor at Magnum that I think of in tandem with a ladder match, it is this man right here. I know.
I've known this young man since he was about 15 years old starting out in this business. And like you said, anywhere we've had a ladder or tables or a big match type situation, Prince O'Shea fits himself right into it.
Craziest moments I've seen in Magnum, 90% of them have been at the hands or back or legs of that man right there.
Prince O'Shea recently recovering from a very serious ankle injury, and if I may play devil's advocate here for a moment, is he coming back too soon? Is he taking too many risks?
Our most recently announced competitor.
You want to talk about earning your victory. Lumbermack John McKenzie has certainly done just that. He went through a whole slew of other competitors to get that first place trophy and a spot in this match here tonight.
I am so nervous. Prince O'Shea always I feel like he's my child.
Right, like, and I don't usually play devil's advocate, but like, is he taking too many risks? But like, just like we saw at Battle Lines with his tag team partner JJ Garrett, his YBBO, they got a victory, but it wasn't necessarily a sweet victory. But you have to understand, in this competitive environment that we're in, not just in Magnum, but in professional wrestling, you've got everything to prove, whether it's in singles action or tag team action. And you have to take those risks. So I'm kind of losing my own argument here in terms of, did Prince O'Shea come back too soon? He's confident, he's ready, and he wants that Top Gun title.
And now, the former Top Gun champion, who Brandon Nitro, in fact, picks the Top Gun championship off of. Oh, God, he's got a bag.
I wonder how many forks are in that bag.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen him with a fork for a minute. Is this going to be the return?
Well, counterpoint, Daisy. Ever since we saw Kit Sackett lose the Top Gun title, what the? What is wrong with you? I came here to commentate, and they get forks thrown at me.
What the hell?
I actually need a couple of these for that.
What did you do to him?
I just existing. I'm not sure.
You get beer poured all over us.
Well,
you're getting
not all.
forked.
Got splashed with like Michelob Ultra, and now we
There's
got
only
forked
one
by
left.
Kit Sackett. There's only one competitor left, and that's the champion.
Oh my
What?
God. That is bang cans. It's Road Warrior spikes.
He is sporting these shoulder pads with bent back bang cans as the spikes. Dress for the job you want?
He just walked out of the weirdest version of Mad Max that I have ever seen.
I never saw the movie myself, but it's, I get an homage to the Road Warriors. I'm not sure what he's going for here. But if there's one thing I know, it's this. He's got to have eyes in the back of his head. Like, that situation can change for him at any moment in this type of a match.
This is, yeah.
We might see a new Top Gun
I think it's
champion,
safe to
or he
say
might
that this is
retain.
going to be a melee.
As I was saying before I had a bunch of forks thrown at me, ever since we saw Kit Sackett lose the Top Gun title, he's been less jovial, less fun-loving with the fans, and more serious.
He's absolutely been grumpier
Right.
than usual. He's never thrown anything at me before. That was new.
Okay, what's Prince O'Shea got in mind already? Oh, Mac tried to commandeer one of the...
Oh, we're going mad dash for all the ladders.
Right, every competitor is trying to commandeer at least one ladder here. That is the name of the game. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Kit Sackett
Just stay safe, Pete.
and Nitro. Yeah, I'm behind the desk. I'm pretty sure I'm relatively safe.
Well,
I've had Michelob Ultra splashed on me. I've had forks thrown at me, but oh, Coulter now. What? What did? Has he lost his mind already?
that's a step stool.
Yeah, you're not gonna get to the title that way, Big D. Ho ho ho! Pulled the ladder right out from under him.
Uh-oh.
Nitro's feel. Oh, and
Catch.
Cornell with a chair, just waffling the champ Brandon Nitro. But like the name of the game is, you got to set up that ladder and you got to ascend it and grab that title. But in a match,
Dwight going for a ladder, a more appropriate size now.
right, exactly. But in a match like this, the action's so fast and furious, your first thought may not be to get the title. It may be to get all these guys off your back, get them distracted, get them away from you. Do everything you
gotta
can.
wait for the right moment.
As Dusty Rhodes would say during War Games, don't get in amongst them, baby.
Wow.
Long way to go for a Dusty impression. Oh, jeez.
Owie.
Just vaulting Prince O'Shea into that. Did he make
Of course it was
contact
his.
with the ladder in the
Of
corner?
course it was him.
Did he
Who
make
else?
contact with the
He
ladder
did.
in the corner?
Yeah, he definitely did.
Almost too fast to keep
Remember
up.
that time at So Cold he actually bent a ladder with his body?
Yes, I do.
That was, yeah.
The crowd went wild and his spine almost went in half.
That's what you can expect from Prince O'Shea in one of these, honestly.
I think Dwight
what
is
was it?
partied too
That's
hard
a
here
lot of
because
ladders.
you have like almost 3 ladders
Is
that
he gonna
play
pants
now.
Duke Cornell? What the hell?
He's trying to get him off there. Uriah now trying to ascend, and Nitro's going up the other side. Trying to cut him off
What is-
here.
Everybody is fighting. Oh, there goes Nitro.
Nitro thrown to the outside.
Duke's on the outside. Kit's on the outside.
Sackett
It's
now
Mac
thrown to
and
the outside. It's just Mac and
Big
Dwight.
D. Guys, don't. No.
You have to use the ladders.
No, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it.
This first
I
time,
don't know what
first
you're
time
doing,
meeting
but
between
I
these
don't
two.
like it.
First time meeting between these two. They might not want the ladders in play at this point. And with the
Kit's just
Sackett with that sack of forks. And he
even hit Bo.
He hit Bo, our hard cameraman. What did he ever do to
even
you?
hit Bo.
Bo didn't do anything wrong. Oh!
No one is safe from Kit Sackett's forks tonight.
And Mac just sending Dwight into that ladder, and his head bounced back like a Pez dispenser.
The heck? Mac.
Shades of Terry
Oh my
Funk.
gosh.
Mac with the revolving ladder on his head, takes out Nitro, takes out Duke, takes out Kit.
Can he even see?
Making himself a formidable weapon here.
Uh-oh.
Taking out the legs. Omar and O'Shea working together, a temporary alliance here. Uriah up top.
Not for long. Oh, boy.
It got him.
Oh!
And just shoving Uriah into
Owie.
that ladder.
Oh, and here comes Omar.
Knee strike.
Jeez.
O'Shea with the shoulder block.
You're going to crumble that poor man.
The poor kid.
Did his parents sign a waiver?
Oh!
Jeez Louise.
Leg lariat. Ugh. And Uriah just getting demolished here in the early going. Planted
Oh, my God.
in the center. Omar's got him now. Knee
I don't
strike,
know about-
knee strike to the back.
This pairing of O'Shea and Omar is, seems quite dangerous.
Right.
Oh. Not quite friends, though.
Almost like psyching each other up. Like,
Not quite.
how
Oh
bad do
my
you want the
God.
title? How bad do you want the title? Like one-upsmanship, sort of. O'Shea, not only accomplished singles wrestler, but any tag team he's been a part of, he excels in that area as well.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh, God.
no.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Omar stopped short.
No!
Oh! O'Shea shoulder first into that ladder in the corner. O'Shea
Oh,
has
my
also
God.
had a history of shoulder problems. Omar plants Uriah in the
Probably
center.
because of things like this.
I would venture to guess as well. That's probably been due to the high
Why
risk.
is Omar? You don't need to get anything else from out of the ring. Stop it.
Well,
Stop it.
there's a lot of other stuff underneath there, not
I
just the
noticed.
ladders. Another chair.
Oh my God. This is unnecessary. Kid Sackett is stabbing the referee with forks.
He's already like waffled the cameraman. Oh!
Oh,
Uriah steps out of the way, and Omar gives himself a chair shot.
well,
Uriah boots him in the face.
I guess
with
that's
the
what
chair.
happens.
Oh! Leg dropping that chair right into the face of Omar.
Eh.
Right to the back. And this is one of the more
Turn
brutal
around.
matches you'll ever see in Magnum.
Hey, little guy. Oh, shit.
Duke grabs the chair, stomps on the foot, just a vicious headbutt. Another thing Duke
Now
is known
Kid's
for is
handing
those
out
vicious
forks.
headbutts.
I
Stunner,
think he's trying to make a gang of fork-wielding children over here.
stunner by Dwight. Hit now rejoins the fray, and he's met by Dwight and Nitro. Like you said, a lot of temporary alliances here, but it's every man for himself.
In
Everybody
the end,
wants
only
that
one
title.
person can climb that ladder and get that belt.
Exactly.
It's not. We're not going to split it in half.
Right.
There isn't a secret second one over here. One person has to win this match.
Up.
Oh my!
They got mine here. Double splash in opposite corners.
You know, now that I think about it, that would be a hell of a tag team right there.
Big
Big D and the Bang
D,
Daddy?
Bang Bang Big D, Big something. Yeah, that would definitely.
Everybody's laying down.
You think a lot of tag teams are going to form after this match?
I mean, you never know. Somebody's got to eventually take the belts from the Crucible, right? I hope.
Dwight appeared to be having trouble with one of his feet. Hobbling there on the outside. He's got to get back in this match if he even wants a chance at the Top Gun title, though.
Uh-oh.
And Uriah almost like not really knowing what to do. That youth and inexperience, he kind of looked lost there for a second.
Duke, a clear crowd favorite for this one. I mean, I gotta admit, it'd be pretty cool to see him come full circle when it
Exactly.
comes to Magnum titles.
Exactly. There's no better way to make a deal than doing everything there is to do in a particular promotion. And that's what Duke claims to do here tonight.
Whoa.
Oh!
That is a big ladder.
And just beeling Uriah out into the fray here.
That is a big boy ladder.
And I believe that's the biggest ladder in the match so far that we've seen.
Oh no, somebody's
Oh.
gonna do something stupid. I know what happens now.
Par for the course in these types of matches.
I'm surprised Jeff's not on top of it doing something silly.
Prince is kind of off on his own here.
He's right there.
It's hard to see.
He's getting himself involved.
Hard to see
as
from our
he
vantage
does.
point. But Omar scaling that big ladder now. Surprised none of them actually put it in the center and tried to go for the title that way.
What
the? Oh no! The Bang Extinguisher makes its return as Nitro douses the opposition.
The help just happened. What is in that thing?
Apparently Bang. I'm not sure which flavor.
Bangs are really expensive
Right.
to waste on something
That
like
must have set him
What is
back.
it? Watch out, Bo.
How do you even rent something like that?
Probably made it himself.
Yeah, knowing him and his ingenuity. Speak of the devil, Brandon's got that huge ladder.
It's probably all the cans he used to make the spikes on the shoulder pads.
That's one way to look at it.
Oh God, that's a big ladder. That's a really big ladder.
And Nitro scaling that huge ladder.
Big
He's
D
almost
flying
there.
in.
D picked him off the ladder at the pass. Stunner.
Oh my God.
Nitro caught by the ropes, but he just crumples in a heap. Mac puts him down with a boot.
Is Mac gonna? There's
What? Oh, we saw on social media. They had it. They had it.
yeah, they have a little bit of a moment happening.
Kind of a sit-down
what?
segment there, getting to know each other. Has this been a partnership that's formed? Uriah on the shoulders of Mac, but Omar's got another ladder. Omar is actually, Mac is actually helping Uriah get to the title. Omar there to cut him off, though. What's Mac's reasoning behind that?
I don't know.
Wouldn't he want the title for
right,
himself?
Right. I don't. Oh.
If there's one thing you don't want to do, it's hurt somebody who's Lumber Mac's friend. And he just plants Omar. And now going after the title himself.
There's no way. He just got added like 15 minutes ago. Come on.
Duke now back to his feet. Prince O'Shea and Dwight starting to stir on the outside.
Did he just fork him? Duke's forking him. Oh, God.
And it's breaking down here
melee.
in this ladder match.
It's anarchy.
For the Tap Gun title.
Everybody's ganging up on Mac.
What a war.
And now they're
this
fighting
has been.
each other.
Like I said, it's every man for himself. Dwight appears to have feeling back in that leg. He was favoring it, kind of hobbling around earlier. He seems to be okay now.
Nobody's watching Uriah. He's going to get up there again.
Uriah now scaling the tallest ladder in the match.
Somebody might want to look up.
He's almost there. Nobody seems to want to intervene.
Oh,
Dwight's got him by the ankles, as does Duke.
Duke's got one ankle. Dwight's got the other. Are they going to?
What the?
Oh, no. They're going to throw that poor young boy.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
They literally just chucked him.
Just chucked him like a shot put. I believe that's the technical term. Like a
And
lawn
now
dart or
Kid
a
Sackett
javelin.
is stabbing people with forks. While they're down on their luck already.
Dwight drop kicking the ladder into Duke. This action is so fast and furious in all different areas. It's hard to keep up.
Wait, Mac's still holding Uriah.
And Kit attacking that leg of Dwight Coulter has been giving him problems all night. And
What?
Lumbermack now carrying Uriah to the back. Can Uriah continue? I don't think so.
Well, I guess the 8-man is down to 6.
O'Shea missed with the kick, but got caught with the backstabber by Kit. Oh, man. This is just a phenomenal war between these 8
What
men.
is he doing? No!
What's he got in mind for here? Double jump moonsault, but no water in the
think
pool.
that was how he planned that going.
And O'Shea just runs him over with a lariat.
Come on.
And you see that fire and determination on the face of Prince O'Shea.
After all of the ladder matches I've seen this young man in, this would be a hell of a comeback.
O'Shea yet to hold a
What are you
title
doing?
here in
You
Magnum,
don't need
I
that
believe.
one.
I don't think
You
he's
don't need
ever
that
held
one.
a title here
You
in
don't-
Magnum.
What are you doing?
Oh,
What are you doing?
what could be going through the sick mind of Prince
No,
O'Shea?
no.
Stunner by Dwight. O'Shea just crumples in a heap. Dwight is all by his lonesome, kind of.
I mean, stop wasting time.
Everyone
You're
else is
gonna go.
incapacitated. Dwight now has got the, what the? Wait a minute.
He's not in this match.
Alvin Falcone is not a participant in this match, but he's out
not
here.
in this match.
Grabs Dwight and just drapes him across the ropes, and just a vicious
is he
big
doing
boot
out
puts
here?
Dwight down. He's not in this match. The ref's got to get him out of here somehow.
What is he even doing here?
He already won on a technicality here tonight. Wait a minute. Nitro scaling the ladder. He's almost there.
No.
It's within his grasp. O'Shea's right behind him. O'Shea's right behind him
Punched
to
him in
cut
the
him
butt.
off. This is dangerous, Daisy.
Oh, God, no. I can't watch.
Oh, that ladder is rickety and unsteady. What have they got in mind for here?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
No. just drops him on that draped ladder. And now Nitro is skilling that ladder.
Oh my God.
Just dropped him back first on that ladder that was draped over the middle rope. It's within his grasp. Nitro's almost got it, and he got the title. Brandon Nitro retains the Magnum Wrestling Top Gun title in this 8-man ladder match. What a match.
My God.
You want to talk about title defenses and retaining a title, that is certainly one way to do it. Going through 7 other men, one of which who was not even in the match, outlasting 7 other competitors.
I'm in awe of what these 8 men just... Throw him back at him. You know what?
You did it, not me. All her idea. The Magnum Wrestling Top Gun division has only been around for a few years, but it has produced some great matches that I can say, as both a ring announcer, commentator, and as a fan, I've enjoyed, and I'm sure everybody here at Weekend of Strife Volume 2 enjoyed here tonight. And all 8 of these guys are going to be feeling it tomorrow.
Like a flopping fish over there.
We've seen a partnership form between Lumbermack and Uriah Upton. Lumbermack has been very fast to make friends in the Magnum locker room.
God.
Uriah's one of them. And the Top Gun champion is really feeling it tonight. He's going to need all the bang he can get to recover from this one.
I might need a bang after that. Whew.
What's next for the Top Gun title in the Top Gun division here in Magnum in 2024?
How do we top that? How do we go? I don't know,
have
man.
a lot more to go still after this.
Are you okay? Are you okay, friends? I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just I hit my head hard. I don't know what I'd do without you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Absolutely, thank you.
Our next match will feature a classic battle, and I would say power versus speed, or Black Diamond versus Lone Diamond, however you want to phrase it.
I'm excited for this matchup. It has been so enjoyable to watch Jackson King grow as a wrestler in the last few years. I'm really excited for him to get this opportunity.
And when you rise up the ranks as a competitor, and no matter what promotion you're in, you want to test yourself against the biggest and the baddest. And out of the Kansas City Midwest area, Black Diamond Luke Langley is certainly one to be tested against. That vicious brain buster, that just technical, just systematic, surgical way that he dissects his opponents. Like a throwback to the old school stars of the 80s and 90s who would just come in there and just run roughshod over everybody. And Luke Langley made his Magnum debut all the way back at the side room, all the way back then. I believe it was against Jay Fowler in a singles match.
Yeah. Yeah?
And again, no better way to test yourself than against Magnum's best.
Was he Jay Fowler then, or was he still the other name?
He was still Superfly Jay Fowler, still shaking the buns of steel.
And here is the Lone Diamond. I just said that, Charlie.
That would be Alex.
Was it?
Yep.
I can't see anything.
One's bald, one has hair.
These lights are too bright, Pete. I can't see anything.
Jackson King, a product of the Des Moines area. And I know we kind of deviate and talk about their accomplishments in other promotions, but I think it's still worth mentioning. Our friends over at Impact Pro Wrestling over in Des Moines, 3X Wrestling, just everywhere else. And late last year, I believe the middle of last year, Jackson King got to hook it up with high-flying legend 2 cold Scorpio, and that was certainly a test of his ability. And like I mentioned, it is kind of power versus speed here tonight. Jackson King is going to need all of that kickboxing background and high-flying ability up against the brute strength and technical prowess.
Jackson King really has become a staple here at Magnum.
Right.
He started really coming around during our COVID tapings when we all would seclude in the old school and shoot little shows to try to keep ourselves and others entertained.
Yep.
And he has come a long, long way since those tapings.
Definitely. Harkening, like you said, all the way back to the Quarantine Dream tapings and the Patreon tapings. That's when we first saw our first couple glimpses at a young Jackson King. He has certainly come into his
What do
own.
we call it, the Patreon party?
We called it the Quarantine Dream, Patreon Proving Ground,
Yes.
Patreon something, or we had two other names for it, I think.
I think we changed it every time
Yeah.
we shot something.
Yeah,
if
it
I'm
was
being
all the way
honest.
back at the old Wrestle Shop. And the Wrestle Shop has sort of morphed into the Bulletproof Academy now. The young up-and-comers looking to prove himself and learn the tricks of the trade and learning the ropes to get themselves every opportunity they can, not just in Magnum, but in this area as well.
Right.
Like, I know people will probably say, well, why are you mentioning other promotions? Why are you mentioning other accomplishments? I believe we're all in this together. I believe there can be peaceful coexistence.
Especially
between
in
all these
a small community as we are.
all different promotions. They
Right.
can all get along, even if for one night. I believe I'm not too out of my realm in thinking that. I've been around a long time. So, I mean, I believe it is still worth mentioning.
I agree. Credit is where credit is due.
Right.
Like,
And Luke Langley's famous quote, he comes out and he says, "Everybody's gonna die tonight, or it's dying time." Some variation of that.
well, I sure hope that that's not. I don't want to die tonight.
Right. And,
It's a weird thing to say
well, yeah.
to
And,
a room of 400 people.
And like in his first appearance in Magnum, he came out with like a trench coat and a hood, almost like very clandestine in his appearance.
I got some Matrix vibes from it.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Jackson now trying to ground the big man here in the early going.
Yeah, there is a definite size difference
Definitely.
here happening.
Definitely.
I think every time we see Jackson King in the ring, we would be remiss to mention that he's not a big guy.
Right. And
But what he lacks in stature, he makes up for with tenacity.
heart, determination, and
Absolutely.
that high-flying kickboxing background, that vicious striking that he employs from time to time, he's going to need all of that.
And he has this inherent desire to just do his best every time. Like I would think it's safe to say that at this point, Jackson King has proven himself. But that does not stop him from from going out there and trying to do it again.
Yep.
He works as hard every single time.
He's definitely a competitor that wants to make his tomorrows better than his yesterdays when he steps into that ring. And he's definitely looking to do that here in Magnum in 2024. And he's got no better opponent to test that medal with than Luke Langley.
This might be the biggest test that Magnum has put in front of him at this point in time. Although he did wrestle Nino a couple of times.
Right.
And pulled away a win one of those times.
At least one. I believe
Don't-
that was at our debut show at the German American
Don't mention
Society.
that around Nino.
Yeah,
It's probably cause some problems.
probably going to be hush-hush about that around 24 karat gold, Mr. Piggy in the Bank himself. Not only the speculation of who the fourth man is, but we are running
When
out
is
of
he gonna cash in that thing?
we are running out of time. I believe General Manager Joe Anderson said you have one full calendar year with which to utilize the
I mean,
cash.
that's 2 days from now.
You know, but if there's one thing Apex likes to do, almost in jest, it's make us all wait.
Oh, for
make us
sure.
all wonder what
Everything is on their time, on their
is
schedule.
making us wonder
on
what
their-
they're gonna do next.
You know, I'd like to stop guessing. If they could go away for a couple minutes, that would be all right.
A couple minutes, hours, days, months.
A week
I'd be happy
would be
with
great.
anything. Langley now firmly in control
Apex vacation.
of the Lone Diamond. At this point, draping across the second rope, just putting that choke on him. And the technical, scientific background, taking advantage of every single count that the referee employs, whether it's the standing 5 count, the 10 count on the outside. these technical masters of the craft, they like to utilize that.
And Luke Langley is nothing if not a master technician in that ring.
Right.
He is one of the best
Sunset
technical
flip attempt.
wrestlers I think I've ever seen.
Oh,
Ooh.
that was innovative. I don't think I've seen a sunset flip countered quite like that. Almost like boxing the ears and twisting his way out of it.
Don't imagine that felt very good.
Not at all. Langley sort of taking his time here, kind of toying with Jackson a little bit, and you can't really do that in the early goings of a match like that. But like you said, if there's one thing Luke Langley might be, it's confident in his abilities.
It's true.
He doesn't care about what the fans think. He doesn't care about what the promoters think. He just wants to go in there, get paid, beat people up, have fun doing it, and go on to whatever next challenge might await him. And the Magnum Militia starting to get behind Jackson King here. Taken into all four corners. Up.
Jackson getting a little bit of steam behind him.
He was going to finish him off in that fourth corner here, dishing out some more punishment, but Jackson was able to counter. Langley taking too much time. Pops out. On the other side here.
Up he goes. Ooh.
Palm strike right up underneath the chin. What's he looking for here?
Boy.
Possibly a superplex? Nope. Jackson able to fight him off. Headbutt. Staggers Langley. Perched. Cross body. Catches him right out of thin air.
Oh, no.
Up on the shoulders. Oh! Right across the knee. Cover.
That
Only
is
two.
That is not going to feel good right between those shoulder blades. Getting someone's kneecap.
Being
No.
able to kick out
Absolutely
just in
not.
time. On social media today, Magnum social media, Jackson said he may not have been a student of Jason Strife, but he always looked up to him for inspiration. Like you said, in those early quarantine tapings, a lot of his matches in the early going were against Strife. A lot of people's matches in those tapings were against Strife. Strife wanted to test himself because without a crowd and without events going on, you've got to do something to keep your name out there, to keep...
Well, I mean, and if all those wrestlers had sat around for what, 2 years and not done anything?
Right, or done very little.
Right, like,
Yeah.
that was one thing that Jason Strife was all about, was keeping everybody in top form. Not to mention, I don't know what would have happened if we all hadn't seen each other for 2 years.
Right, I probably would have gone nuts.
Yeah, I agree.
For the wrestling deprivation. You know, he kept everybody on their toes, not just the people in the back, but everybody in production, all the staff. He wanted to make it the best. And I believe Magnum is the best pro wrestling in this area. And,
I tend to.
and it's all thanks to him. He's watching in spirit. He's probably loving this right
Oh,
now.
I bet he is.
Cackling his trademark cackle at a lot of these spots going on here.
He loved that bang shoulder pad. I guarantee you that much.
Yep. Jackson now trying to build up some momentum with the uppercut. Staggers Langley again. Reversal.
Ooh!
King able to snap out of the
There
air
we
with a
go.
neck breaker.
That's the kind of opportunity Jackson King needed right now.
Getting the Magnum Militia behind him once again, and they are firmly behind. This crowd has been hot all night. You hear the stories about a tired crowd towards the end of a show. That
Not
hasn't
tonight.
happened the
Not
last
here.
couple months. King able to cut Langley off again. And again with that innovation, with the go behind. Just tossing him into the corner. And that vicious shotgun drop kick to a pro and Jackson in the corner. Yanks him up by the wrist with a back suplex. Very innovative offense here on the part of Luke Langley. Cover. Only two. Not quite able to put Jackson King away at this juncture here in this singles match.
Jackson King has got a lot of fight in that little thing.
Definitely. And Des Moines has been historically known as a wrestling town, both professional, amateur, however you want to slice it. The guys and girls that come out of that area want to
Listen
prove
to
themselves.
that.
They are young, they are hungry, they are eager to get to that next level. Short kick to the face. Just toying with him. He thinks this is a cakewalk, but you cannot take someone like Jackson King lightly.
Oh, just
Roll
like
up.
that!
Only two. Almost an upset there. Sidesteps him.
Jackson King's got to have some sort of reserve tank hidden somewhere. Because-
Vicious double arm DDT just spikes him in the center.
Oh,
Only two.
close.
Yes.
I was like
Very
2.5.
Very close.
But like,
A
he
bit-
gets these little bursts of energy. You're just about ready to count him out. And then he gets this burst.
Like the Energizer Bunny.
Right.
Up. King pulling those knee pads up.
I mean, oh boy. Uh-oh.
Langley caught him,
And returned.
slugging it out.
I feel like Langley's getting a little bit annoyed now.
Yeah, you do not want to make a guy like that mad.
He's a little perturbed.
You might end up a lump in the desert if you mess with the Black Diamond. And just slugging it out, these two. Who's going to get the upper hand here? These two men have got to be exhausted by this point. Jackson fired up. Sidesteps with the elbow. Backslide.
Whoa!
Not able to hold him.
No, no, no.
Oh! Power bomb just flattens him.
Rolled him back over just to, oh, God.
Oh! Kick right to the face. Falls on top of him. And that's going to do it. Would you call that an upset, Daisy?
I think I would. The
Black Diamond Luke Langley has been cut down a notch by the lone diamond, Jackson King.
Jackson King just picking up a big, big, big W here tonight
Exactly.
at Weekend at Strife.
A victory up against a guy like Luke Langley is surely one for the record books and one to get him noticed all over. And what could be next for Jackson King here in Magnum? Does he want to prove himself against more tough competitors? Does he want to go after a title? Does he have other goals, other aspirations? We're only 3 months into 2024. Anything could happen. And Langley is seething. He cannot believe the young kid got one over on him.
I don't think this is the last time we've seen these two fight each other.
Definitely not. Lone
Well-
Diamond, Jackson King soaking it all up here at Weekend of Strife Volume 2. And it is almost time for our main event of
There's
the
only
evening.
one thing left.
The implications of this contest are so far-reaching, I can't even describe it.
I am rolling happy today. It is I, your South Dakota sex symbol, and still top gun champion, Brandon Nitro. And I have been this champ for just about a year now. And I feel like at this point, I should be getting something just a little bigger in prize. Something maybe that would look good on this shoulder too. So come next month, we'll see who's gonna be the next Bang Daddy's victor.
The Apex have been on, like, I can't even say on a tear, just running through anybody and everybody in singles, in tag competition, in multi-man outings. and they have done anything and everything to keep a tight hold on the affairs here in Magnum. Whether it's holding on to those tag titles, Nino's possession of the piggy in the bank, still not having cashed it in, and just winning titles, not just in Magnum, but everywhere else they've been practically. What is on their minds tonight, and who could that fourth person be?
Obviously, we still don't get to find out.
I only saw 3 of them.
Do you think he's hiding under the ring?
Is he up in the balcony? Is he in the green?
Are we about to sting this moment?
Last month at Battle Lines, this alliance was formed between the champion, All Steel Jay Fowler, the man they call Red Wing, and the tag team of Alan Shepard and Bo Gott, and they're ready for war here tonight. Daisy, this is a very important point to bring up. Are any of these titles on the line in this match? I didn't quite get clarification.
Not unless...
Not if they have anything to say about it.
Well, no, I'm just... none of the titles are on the line, but there's still a piggy.
Right.
So they could be.
They keep us guessing. Like,
technically, no, the titles are not on the line.
Okay.
Well,
they keep us guessing. They want to leave us to speculate and stew. And
this match is purely a crutch match at this point. These 3 have been taunting all 4 of these other men for at least the last year.
Right. Either collectively or one-on-one or behind the scenes. It's happened everywhere. Fans of the traditional Survivor Series type matchup, this is exactly what we're going to see here. It is elimination style. I believe elimination occurs by pinfall or submission.
Yes. Each competitor will be taken out one by one.
Until there are only 2 sole survivors left. Each team, and in the end, only 1.
Little nurse. Oh, wait. Don't we have one more person?
We do.
Where is their 4th?
The 4th team member of Apex's team has yet to reveal themselves.
Are they running late? What's happening?
Is senior official Rudy Diamond going to let the match commence as it is?
Are we starting handicapped? I don't understand. Oh, going hot, getting hot. Bell hasn't even rung. Oh, Jesus!
There has to be only 1 member from each team in the ring for the match to officially start. They want at each other's throats like nobody's business.
Where's number 4?
Rudy, he's gonna let the match start as it is right now. I guess they figure they have enough to handle it at the moment. Okay, it's hard to pick up exactly what Rudy's telling everybody. I think he's saying... Is he saying there has to be 4 on that side for the match to officially...
I don't know. I don't understand.
I guess he figures...
I guess we're just going with what we got right now.
Right. I mean, what can you do in a high-pressure situation like this? And I guess he's letting the match go through and start as it stands.
The first 2 starting off. We got Brixton Nash, and we've got the Death Match Daddy, Bo Gott.
And there's the misconception about anybody with Deathmatch in the name or Deathmatch in their moniker. You think all they can do is utilize weapons or whatever, and that's all the environment that you'll see them in, but no. they can get it done between the ropes and have an athletic wrestling match with the best of them, with or without.
Bo Gott was a Magnum Wrestling Tag Champion long before the death match got added to the title.
That he was. One half of Guns and Beer. Longtime Magnum.
Hell, when I started at Magnum, he was part of the Beautiful Bodies.
Going even further back with the deep cut. I remember that.
Him and a very young Duke Cornell.
Exactly.
Those were the tag champions back when I started showing up.
They pulled certain fans out of the crowd and kind of hugged them and had their way with them. Rather embarrassing. A little thing called the Eiffel Tower, but we're not going to expand on that here tonight.
Not here, not tonight. This is a PG show.
Right.
This building is also used as a church, so we're going to leave that alone.
Yep. And I know I sound like a broken record, but we haven't really seen Brixton mix it up in singles
Not for a long time.
Would you even call this singles competition?
I mean,
with others on
in
the
a
outside?
way, I guess.
Those are some vicious strikes exchanged between the two men.
Ooh.
Runs him over with a shoulder block.
Brixton dome just bounced right off that ring.
Not very often you see him caught off guard and confused and befuddled.
Uh-oh.
He always knows what to do in that ring, but when someone like that catches him off guard, it's interesting to see.
Brixton getting a tag into Nino, but not leaving the ring himself.
Not until the 5
Shocking.
Until the 5 count. They take advantage of every one of those rules.
Ow.
Guess they figure rules are meant to be bent,
Well,
broken.
one thing I will say about the Crucible, and I imagine it'll go the same with Nino involved here, is they are masters at isolating their opponents. That is one of the things that Jameson McGregor and Brixton Nash are the best at, is keeping their opponent, well, not tonight apparently.
They systematically cut that ring in half and isolate their opponents from the rest of their team.
Nino specifically has really had it out for All Steel while toting around that piggy and taunting him at every turn.
Feeling like he's going to cash in, and at the last second,
I swear,
that
he's almost
backs
cashed in
off.
at least 6 times
Right.
at this point.
And we have seen some explosive cash-ins since the Piggy in the Bank was introduced here in Magnum.
True.
For a time here, even former WWE star Carlito was Magnum champion until Joey Anderson, when he was still old Joe Dozer, foiled those plans. This crowd is hot still, and 6 matches into a night. And they show
like
no
Nino very much.
signs of stopping.
They do
it.
not like Nino very much by the sound of things.
That makes 401 of us.
Now we got Jay Fowler, Jameson McGregor, Irish juggernaut. Remember when he had an Irish accent?
Yeah, whatever happened with that?
Maybe he got hit in the head too hard. I don't know.
Yeah. Remember when he feuded with you for a short time? What was his problem with you?
I don't know.
I
That
guess
started at the Patreon tapings too.
Right, he comes from Dublin, Ireland, so he believes that women's place is in the kitchen making meat and potatoes or something. Yeah.
Well, then Brixton Nash tried to kill me once.
Oh, that truss?
Knocked the scaffolding on my head.
Oof.
Joey saved me.
That was a close call. Our general manager, Joey Anderson, not just saving the day for the Magnum roster members during the show, also Magnum staff members in between matches.
He was my commentary partner at that point in time.
We love him.
I didn't even know the Trussick was about to hit me in the face.
Like we should call him no days off, Joe.
Seriously.
Like, he has had no time to even prepare for this.
No.
He's had all
And
these
the
accusations.
Stream of nonsense he has to deal with. Like, I do not envy Joey Anderson in the least, especially when it comes to dealing with these 3 knuckleheads.
Right. And, you know, people say, why would you want to take on the responsibility? In a word, somebody has to.
Right.
You know, for a while.
We can't just let the circus acts run the show.
For a long time, the inmates did kind of run the asylum without a figurehead behind the scenes. Now that's all changed. You know, with events that have gone on in Magnum, both in and out of the ring, things change, and it has to evolve, and it has to.
Ooh, throwing McGregor around a little bit there. No small feat.
Edson
Oh my God.
now got him in a compromising position.
Threw him so hard his knee pad turned inside out.
All three of his team members fresh on the outside, and then you see Apex sort of chomping at the bit to get in there or trying to will Jameson on. Jameson and Brixton making an appearance for AEW themselves recently. Like, you know,
Yes,
that,
sir.
we do bring it up a lot, but that is kind of a proving ground for people to get noticed. Whether it's in a short 5-minute outing.
I think if
or-
you pay attention, you might see some familiar faces in security on the WWE a couple times too.
Right. And people say, oh, they were just in the background or whatever. That's sometimes how you get noticed.
That's how you start, man.
That's how it happens.
You don't just immediately walk on, get a
Right.
heavyweight title shot. That's not how this works.
It's a lot different than a lot of people
Oh,
envision
this
sometimes.
should be fun.
We got the heavy hitters in the ring right now.
The prodigal son.
Alan Shepard, since returning to action here in Magnum, has been on quite a tear himself, both in singles and tag team action. I believe his return was also at the Over the Top Rumble late
He was
last
one of
year.
the surprise entrants.
A lot of surprise entrants in that match. And Shepard himself, I don't believe he's held gold in Magnum.
He had the Now title that he was flaunted
That
around
was
for
the
a while.
Now
when
title.
they invaded.
That was Now.
Yeah, but they were here, whether
They
we
were
liked it or not.
Right. I don't even want to mention them half the time. That was
That was a wild time.
horrible
Wild
time.
time.
Almost like this is ours. We helped build it. It was our turf, and no one was going to come in and boss us around it. We showed them, but I guess Magnum Management saw enough in Alan Shepard to bring him
Keep him around.
in the fold after his allegiance sort of turned. Ooh, vicious forearm. And much like Luke Langley being a throwback to the stars of the 80s and 90s, Shepard is kind of a throwback to
Agreed.
the Southern
Yeah.
wrestling style of just hard hitting and just in your face, smash mouth. Like if the territories were still around, we'd have quite a few roster members being shoot-ins for that type of environment. Shepard now grabbing on to, I believe we call that a front chancery. Jameson sort of
Gregor's turning red.
sort of in the wrong corner here.
Oh, yeah, that's not a place I'd want to be.
Was there a tag?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Is there now? Okay.
Sort of in the background to Bogat. Bogat is also a lethal striker. And like I was saying before, he might call himself the Deathmatch Daddy, and that's the environment he thrives in. He also thrives outside of it.
True.
You know, people have this misconception that deathmatch wrestlers or hardcore wrestlers, that's all they're good at, and that's all they can be utilized for. Nay. They are
It is
multifaceted.
time to get the beast involved.
Ooh, and the Magnum Militia comes alive. This is one of Magnum's OGs, one of the stalwarts who's been around pretty much since the Eagles Club days.
Yep.
Was when he debuted. Up against tough competitors from Kevin Lee Davidson back at the Frank Penny Memorial, whether it was night 1 or night 2. Former WWE superstar Trevor Murdoch. Like, everybody's beast has been sent in against ours, and it's been a great showing every single time.
Tag back into Shepard.
Going back to that scientific tag team wrestling, the team of Shepard, Gott, Fowler, and Red Wing utilizing quick tags, not letting any one man get too tired or too
Right,
winded.
keeping each other fresh.
Yep.
Meanwhile, putting all the work into Jameson McGregor, who is looking very much less than fresh at this given moment.
They don't want him to scramble over and try and make a
Ooh.
tag. They don't want him to gain any kind of an
Oh.
advantage. And
The placement quite.
Oh!
Oh my!
And Nino just disregarding
Come
the
on,
rules and
Rudy.
just breaking it up, and Rudy's got to assert himself here. We talked earlier on in the night about deceptive agility. Jameson certainly has that with his Irish cannonball maneuver and the punishment he can dish out for a man his size, and
That's like, he's not even flinching.
Not-
Oh, guy's a sicko.
not
But
even
in a good way.
stirring from those chops. And they're trying
Alan
to put a
Shepard in
stop to
back
that
again.
deceptive agility, and that Jameson's a lethal striker as well, trying to make sure he cannot utilize any of his arsenal.
Uh-oh.
Reversal. This is with the clothesline.
Not quite enough.
DDT right in the center.
Dropped on his dome.
Covered by Shepard. Only 2. And you see the apex. Either one of them cannot wait to get in there.
Oh,
and
no, they're
start
itching.
doing some
They are
damage.
itching for a chance.
There is their
I
fourth
don't know.
competitor.
He's got to be here somewhere
Right. I mean, they wouldn't go through all this trouble to not
to not
reveal.
have a fourth. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know.
And there's that headbutt from Jameson we've seen time and time again.
Nash back in, taking the boots to the back of Alan Shepard.
Jameson can hit that headbutt from anywhere, and that was the opening he needed to make the tag to his partner. And Brixton just enticing the other team on the
Like
outside.
he wants to get his ass kicked. I swear.
Right. And I know I sound like a broken record. The Apex likes to make you guess. They like to make you speculate, and they lord stuff over your head. Whether it's the piggy bank and its eventual cash-in, whether it's who this fourth man is, whether it's, you know, like the events that have been transpiring in Magnum where they're involved, like I hate to say it, they're thinking man's wrestlers in and outside the ring.
Oh, don't do that. Stop giving him credit.
Supposed to be impartial, you know. Whoa! What? No! Whoa!
Well, I am impartial enough to say that that was impressive.
I cannot argue that.
Holy
Almost
cow.
a version of the chaos theory German suplex rolling through, holding on to him.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
I don't know if you could tell, but there's a substantial height difference between Nino and Alan Shepard.
Yep.
Although Alan Shepard's kind of one of those guys that he's got a substantial height difference on everyone.
True.
But
That's true. Now Shepard looking to slow things down, wrenching on the head and neck. And like, not only was that roll through German suplex impressive, but it kind of off topic, but the fact that he can keep his chain on the whole time.
yeah, yeah.
Gotta give.
We'll give credit where credit's due.
Lance Nino, covered by
That's the
Shepard.
first pin. No, not quite enough.
I believe he has pinned a few times, attempted pins a few times.
Yeah, I meant the one the
Oh.
first that actually worked.
Gotcha. Shepard now measuring Nino. Looking for, and just runs right through him. Covered by Shepard.
Hey! These
Apex right there
oh
to stop
boy.
it, but
Here we
Gott
go.
and Red Wing and Fowler right there to meet him. It's breaking down. Rudy's got to get some control here. It's now a big brawl on both sides of the ring. Nino just blasting Shepard with a forearm.
What is happening?
Turns him around. Oh, just plants him. Cover.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. What the? Oh, Shepard has been eliminated after that. I believe that was a Uranagi by Nino.
Yeah.
Shepard has been eliminated from this 8-man tag team match.
Excuse me, we still don't know who the fourth man is.
Right. I believe
I
they're
don't
going
like
to make us
this.
wait till the last minute. to
I
figure that out.
do not like this. I know these knuckleheads are up to something not good.
Red Wing and Brixton now facing off for their respective teams. Shepard has to return to the dressing room area. I wouldn't do that, Brixton. You're just making him mad at this point. Ooh, vicious kick to the chest.
Up he goes.
Only one place to go from there, and that's down with a suplex.
The look on Nash's face after that.
Drops the elbow, just looking to just wear Brixton down.
Taking him to the wrong corner of things.
Red Wing knows that Brixton is technically proficient and also very fast for a guy
Bogat
his
getting
size.
tagged back in.
And wants to put a stop to that, as do his tag team partners.
We are now 3-on-3 with the elimination of Alan Shepard, though we have yet to meet the fourth competitor on Team Apex.
Right. And
I'm starting to wonder if the fourth competitor even exists at this point, if I'm being honest.
and if I can continue speculating, is the fourth member going to become a member of the Apex, or is this someone who has no association with them?
I don't know. I got to think that there's a little bit of dastardly planning if he's not here right away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Racking my mind thinking about it.
yeah, I don't know. Probably hiding under the ring or something.
Well, I mean, what opportunity would someone have had to crawl underneath the ring and stay there for the whole
I don't know. I couldn't tell
all
what
the
was going on
plunder
half
in the
of that
ladder match or whatever? Like,
Maybe he was the one passing out the chairs. We keep saying he, but it could also be a she. You never know.
maybe they could identify some other way. Who
That's
knows?
also possible.
Right.
I just like, I can't think of a person that, like, they kind of stand on their own. I can't think of anyone that's really buddied up with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no easy answer
The
here.
Apex has always kept their circle tight.
Right.
Like, no one's
They
really
don't let a whole lot of interlopers come in.
right.
Like, I don't even know where to think that fourth person
Whoa.
could come from.
There's that deceptive agility I was talking about earlier. Jamison just
Nash
the
tagged
boots
back
and
in.
the feet to
Hey, yo, you got to get out of there.
He's got 5 seconds.
Oh, God. It's been more than 5 seconds.
Knee strike. Rudy put the count on him. Okay, fair enough. Brixton now measuring Bogat. What's he got in mind for here? Jamison returning to his corner. Shoulder block puts Bogat down once again. Everybody here at the Relevant Center, all the Magnum Militia, is wondering who this fourth man's
Nino
gonna
was a
be.
little upset he didn't get that tag.
If I may give you another history lesson, back at
Please
those quarantine tapings, whenever we saw Brixton and Jamison in tag team action, they had differing ideas about how to proceed, how to dish out the punishment, who was going to do it. There was some dissension
There
in
absolutely
the
was.
ranks.
They were definitely not as well oiled as they are now.
Right, and I would say sometimes you do still see flashes
Once
and
in a while,
glimpses of
yeah,
that
yeah.
once in a while. They're a cohesive unit as the Apex, but sometimes they're
Nino
not
getting the tag on the
quite on
back
the
of
same
Jameson
page.
McGregor. Bogat's still kind of stranded here.
Cutting the ring in half, isolating Bo to their corner. Now, Jay Fowler and Red Wing look on with litigious anticipation. Side headlock applied by Nino. And now, just vicious strikes and elbows to the
Right dead in
head,
the face of Fowler
head
and Red
and-
Wing. Do you see that?
temple area. Right.
He's staring him dead in the eyes as
Right.
he's delivering those blows.
Say that, yep. Oh! And just laying in those strikes on Bo.
Oh, God.
Already kind of not stepping in there when he probably should have to break it up, but
Oh,
uppercut
God.
just rocks Bo right into the other corner.
I'm not sure Bo is even with us right now.
Ooh! Shoulder block.
And now he can't breathe either.
Tag to Brixton. Nino gets up quickly. He didn't stay in for those 5 seconds like they are wont to do sometimes.
Bo's got to get something going for him sooner. He's going to be the next one out.
Brixton got in mind here?
God.
For a powerbomb? Pile driver, perhaps?
I mean, he's trying.
Bo able to get him up and out of the way. Tag! And here comes the beast himself, Red Wing. And he's a house of fire.
He is fully charged. Red Wing hasn't spent a whole lot of time inside the ring as of yet, but he is making quick work of all 3 Apex members.
Red Wing figured turnabout was fair play with Jameson's lift-up headbutt. He gave him a lift-up knee strike in response, and he just laid out all the
Breaks the first one back to his feet.
Almost all the members of the Apex at this point.
Well, he was down at one point.
Yep.
He got back up.
Oh, whoa! That was impressive. A spine buster on a man that big.
Yeah, that's a big dude.
Right. What? Ooh.
Took off the headband. Business time.
You done messed up now,
It's
Brixton.
business time. Turn around, little man. Well, Brixton's not little, but in comparison.
Vicious spine buster by Red Wing, and he's feeling it now. Jameson kind of prone in the corner.
Rick's going to be feeling that one into next week.
Right. They're technically not on the outs, but Nino. What the?
Hey!
Whoa! Double choke slam by the Crucible.
Rudy!
Rudy's got to get some control here. He's been absent a couple shows, but for his first one back, he's got to assert himself. We've seen him stand up for himself in the past, but it's kind of not about that at this point. Drop kick, covered by Brixton. And that's gonna do it. Red Wing has been eliminated. That rake to the eyes, or
That's just Fowler and Bo then.
that attack to the face was enough to distract Red Wing, and that drop kick put him out of the match. He has been eliminated, and now it's really breaking down to a
And
brawl
we
on the
still don't
outside.
know.
And we still don't know who this 4th person is.
What the French heck? Trying to keep it
Oh,
PG.
right. Oh, just slugging it out are Nino and Bo. And now Fowler out amongst the Magnum Militia. Up on the stage here, right by us.
Don't bring this up here.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
we've been through enough
No, we're
tonight.
good.
We've been through enough
I
tonight.
got some forks. Do you want them?
And Apex now just gloating, but that's a mistake. All you're doing is giving them time to regroup.
I think Bo Gott's about to go bowling.
Is he gonna go airborne?
That was terrible.
I'm sorry.
Here
Here he goes. Cannonball takes the Apex right down like bowling pins. I understand the
did
analogy
say.
now. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Fowler's got something
Fowler's
in
gonna
mind
play
here.
too.
We've seen him do the high-flying arsenal before.
Oh, boy.
Here he comes.
Whee!
Launches himself, toppling the Apex. And now they're putting the boots to them.
The problem is, you can't pin somebody outside of the ring.
Exactly. Elimination can only occur by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
Fowler going one-on-one with the Irish Juggernaut now.
Got him up.
Ups a daisy.
Fowler slam right in the center. Cover. Only 2.
Come on. You gotta get one of these guys out, right?
Right, I don't believe there has been an elimination on their side yet.
There hasn't. They're all 3 fair game. Plus number 4 is somewhere.
Who knows at this point?
I don't like it. I don't like this one bit.
Jameson in a prone position in the center. Oh, he's setting up. Could this be the... Whoop! Jameson caught it. Powerbomb. Cover. Only 2.
Oh, my God.
Only 2. Fowler was going for the Shining Wizard, but Jameson plucked him out of the air and planted him with a powerbomb, but wasn't able to get the win and get the elimination, rather, to eliminate Fowler from the match. The straps are down. Oh!
Bye-bye.
Fowler
Bo
able
getting
to
the
sidestep
tag in.
and an attack
Big
that Bo
old
got.
knee to the face. And then a boot to the face.
He's got him up, plants him, cover.
One, come on.
That's it.
There we go.
Jamison has
There we
been
go.
eliminated.
There we go.
Team Apex suffering their first elimination of this match. No rest for the wicked as Brixton is right there to meet him. Turns him around into, I believe, you call that a fisherman's busker. I don't believe there's a name for that. I've seen it in the past a long, long time ago. I don't know what you would call it. It was effective, though. And Brixton now just oh, turns him around. That's it.
Yes!
Brixton's eliminated.
Yes!
The playing field is even.
It's not even. Well,
Right, we still don't know who the fourth person is.
he's got to be somewhere, right?
I have to make that clear. Brixton's lackadaisical attitude cost him in that cover. He was turned right around into the pinfall and the elimination. Oh! Nino just planting Bo knees first off of that almost like a suplex
Come
front
on.
slam type maneuver cover. Fowler was there, able to break it up in the nick of time.
Where is this?
I'm looking around myself, just looking at any suspicious person.
Fourth guy's got to be here somewhere, right?
What the? You recognize that music?
What was that? What?
What the? What? What the? What the hell? Are you kidding me?
No. No.
What is going on? What has just happened?
No, 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 no.
I can't believe this. Shining Wizard, Jay Fowler's the fourth man. No! What has happened here? The fourth man is all steel Jay Fowler?
They've been playing us
This whole time.
all along. They've been playing us.
Jay Fowler has joined the Apex after all this time thinking he was on our side.
No, 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 no.
They've got Bo up. What are they going to do now? And just tossing him out of the ring. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Jay Fowler has turned on all of us and joined the Apex. He has turned his back on Magnum as we know it. I considered him a consummate professional, a great champion, and even a friend. Not anymore. I am in shock. Not only that, this means that Apex now holds all of the titles in Magnum.
No, it doesn't. Brandon Nitro isn't out there.
That's true. That's true. They are not in possession of the Top Gun title. But they fooled us all here tonight. Daisy, what does this mean for Magnum?
I don't know. I don't honestly know.
Fans, I can't believe what I just saw. There was that distraction. I don't even know what that was. And all of a sudden, Fowler low-blowed Bogart, his friend, his colleague, his fellow partner, and up and down the roads for years. They trained together. They were like brothers. Not just in Magnum, but everywhere else. They came up together in this business. And the ultimate act of betrayal. Jay Fowler has revealed himself as the fourth man, the Apex, winning this 8-man elimination tag team match. This is a dark, dark night for Magnum, everybody in the back, everybody who looked up to Jay Fowler.
This is, I don't know where we go from here.
I am at a loss for words, Daisy.
I feel like the last year has been a lie.
All this time, all those defenses, every post-match speech he gave.
It was all bullshit.
Denouncing the Apex, denouncing the Crucible.
It was
Claiming that he had the Magnum Militia's back 110%, and it was all for nothing.
I don't even know what to say.
Fans, I cannot explain what we have just witnessed. I don't even know how to take us home from here.
I don't either.
Fans, our next event, tickets are on sale for our next event, which will take place, I'm just disgusted. Our next event, April 27th. Tickets are on sale for, I'm just disgusted.
I think it's probably. I think we need to sign off for now. We'll. I guess we'll see you next month, the 27th.
April 27th, our
Tickets
next
are on
event.
sale now.
Tickets are on
Grizzled
sale
Young
for our
Vets will
next
be there,
event.
and all 4 of these knuckleheads.
For Daisy Daniels, I'm Pete Sanctions.
My
So
head
long
hurts.
from ringside. We'll see you next month. Jay Fowler, you betrayed us all.